Dismember in the yard. I think given that we're gonna green sun here, we can go ahead and thin now, right? And we're not gonna cast any black spells, so saving the fetch for Bayou doesn't matter. We'll have to take a quick restroom break after this. I do need to use the restroom after drinking all that water, right? Sure. Kind of surprised. Maybe they have the chalice in hand. Yeah, I was kind of a little bit surprised they didn't cast a chalice on one there, but I'm sure they have a good reason for that. Oh, I think they want to get a cannoneer out, maybe. Oh, they're missing blue again. No, they have it with the lotus petal, right? Sure. So they could have, they could not have gotten a threat out, and I think that's the reason why they made the line that they did. So the good thing is we know their hand is nothing. Ooh, the Emery to pitch is not bad. Definitely want to do this first. And then... Okay, one problem is... We fall behind on board if we just bounce the Emery, because they're going to make constructs with the Saga. This could be a scenario where we just have to race. I think I like that. I haven't really had problems personally, but it might just be different too. Right now it's too many lands, but like in general, I haven't had issues. So the Cannoneer is gonna hit us for 6 here. And then they can cast the Chalice. Actually hit us for 7. 8. I take that back. Actually, they should have done this. What is going on? This will be the 5th land. I think we're still short on mana. You have fewer L's with this, right? Birchler could be less reliable. No, the elf count is like more or less the same. Maybe like 1 less. This is a fake out, by the way. For 3. Sure. That actually cost us. Why did I do that way? Because we can't ramp now. Yeah, I think we want to do it this way. Actually, cancel. I want to bash first and then pitch the visionary. We're gonna take a lot here, but I think it might still be okay. I actually punted a little bit because of what I did. Like I think I got cute and changed that for 3. That actually cost me mana because I would have been able to have lethal this turn. Or next turn, I should say. And I might be short now as a result. The extra dork. It still might just be lethal. Because they can't force anything anymore because the artisan's in play. We're not gonna block. Let me see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we might be short. 6 plus 10. Yeah, actually, it might just be okay. If they tap out, I think we're okay. The mistake I made was I should have played the fetch out, get one more for the cradle, and that would have made still allowed me to bluff for 3. They force, and then I pitched to ramp up to the Landlord Elf. So that was the misplay. Or Fiend for Shepherd plus GSZ anything. That's like reasonable. Oh my god, they have the needle. That is actually really bad for us now. We might actually lose this game because of my sloppiness. Forgot about the needle, but that's my fault. Definitely forgot. We aren't dead, but we are close to it. We have Natural Order, Hoof, and Green Sun as all outs. Oh, that may not just slam the door now. The spell bomb. So they had lethal even, so it didn't matter. Okay, I gotta use the restroom real quick as this loads. All right, I am back. Possible we might have been a little bit too lackadaisical there. Um, ooh, that is quite good. That is quite good. That's a must force, right? I think we take the cradle here. We're gonna lead with the Landlord Elf. See if they do anything. This is gonna be very gross. They can't even dismember this. It literally might be GG. It literally might just be GG. Thank you for the follow, Ian Omnitech. As if we didn't need more help in this matchup, but this literally could just be GG here. They maybe name Artisan, I don't know. That's like reasonable too. This is not a great matchup for Reclaimer, but it's okay. Only because it's a little slow. Might be turn 0 GG, right? Chalice of the Void on 0 against a Bauble deck. Could be a sure. So right now we have 5, 6 mana, 7 mana. Sure. Do we bounce here? Actually, I think we do. Just do that. I always hear from Box and Row that you're doing cool stuff. For sure, I appreciate Brian, spreading the good word about me. We threw, unfortunately, in the previous match by. Okay, this is just backbreaking, right? We unfortunately threw here, and honestly, I'm a little embarrassed to even lose one game to 8cast. Just a little bit too loosey goosey against them. But this here, we won game 1. Game 2, we didn't realize how low we were on time because we spent all of game 1 trying to dig for the one Beseju. We finally drew it, but just like wasted too much time. Game 3, we got locked out by a Magus because I carefully did not fetch the second forest, and we just died with natural order in hand, which is just, breaking one of the cardinal sins, to be honest, of this playing this deck. Usually I don't make that mistake, but I just, because of the clock, not making excuses, giving an explanation. So I should not have made the mistake, but be better than me, right? Fetch, I was tunnelly vision into the natural order because we were low on clock, and just got hosed by turn 2 Magus because they played an Ancient Tomb that we just didn't see coming that we probably should have. Here's a list real quick. I'm gonna get some water and then play the last match. All right. One last match. So if you like my content, keep in mind a Twitch Prime subscription will get you access to the latest version of the monthly update. I'll bring that up actually right now. Here we go. This is what it looks like. I kind of give my overall impressions and what, according to MTG Goldfish, the top 10 decks in terms of popularity are. I think even if you don't play elves, I think the new developments and impact section is kind of useful to know like kind of what's happening in Legacy. But this is like a short, preview. And then yeah, if you subscribe, then I'll just DM me on Discord and I'll send it to you. Or if you can't find me on Discord, you can find me elsewhere. We went 4-1 in the first league. We lost the 5-0 match, and I've dropped like 4 or so recently. So, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, right? Like, not getting that 5-0. Normally my conversion rate for the 5-0 match is like, if I were to guess, maybe 60ish%. I don't know, like on the 5-0 match, but lately it's just been awful. So, um, gotta be more clutch. Gotta be more clutch. Sin. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not gonna try. I just love Once Upon a Time. The smoothing is just so nice. If you ask me what was the most important printing for elves in. Excuse me. Most important printing for elves in the Fire era, I would say Once Upon a Time, because it means so many more hands are just keepable. I think the concealing of the information here is worth more than potentially. Well, actually, we want to just draw cradles anyways. So I think the thinning is better than since saving it for a fetch or whatever. Might be a swords here. Yep. I think we're gonna go ahead and like try to hit land drop by playing Visionary. That's the worst Once Upon a Time. The turn 2. Maybe they force. I don't know. People do very strange things. I think the ideal turn 3 here is we draw a land, and then we go shepherd potentially into. Okay, we did not draw land. So the problem is if they counter this, we're just out of luck, right? I think we bash first and see what they do. And then we're going to go shepherd into mystic. I just feel like getting the Once Upon a Time countered here potentially is just too bad. And I think we have to play it safe. Oh my god, don't tell me they're playing Terminus. I still have PTSD. Sometimes. Like, sometimes they have no choice, right? Like, they're holding like a Flusterstorm or something in my hand. I think Maverick is a different thing because you don't have Allosaurus Shepherd too, right? Because sometimes they're afraid you're gonna find the Shepherd, so they have nothing to counter. Like they panic. Sure, that is a little bit scary. That is a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. Never mind. I'm a luck sack. I better do it. main phase here. Like I don't want to get like this needs to resolve. So if we had a Queen Ranger in our hand, I would have. I mean, in our deck, I would have Green Sun for Queen Ranger there because it gets back the mana immediately and then Endurance. So this is one scenario where like we did miss the Queen Ranger, right? Not being in the deck. We haven't used the Lair of the Hydra this league much yet, but I think just in general have another land drop that is a mana sink is pretty important. It would have mattered against the 8 cast game 1, but we were already very ahead. I think we take the land. It's the problem is, do we want to see any of these cards? Probably not. So I think I take the Boseiju. I'm a little bit nervous about a sweeper. Not gonna lie. Little bit. Wasteland suggests maybe not though, but I don't know for sure. Maybe it is a Shark Typhoon for 2. Yeah. Interest. Oh, okay. Interesting plays. I think I think based on that, we have to run everything into the Narset now. They probably maybe plow the Artisan. I don't know. Shit. Shoot. If they have a plow here, it's just really bad. I think we force them to have it because they can Supreme Verdict next turn. Alright, that is actually good for us. We can once for mana, but we miss. It's like really bad. So we forced them to Supreme here. The Shepherd like hardly matters. I don't care about it. Like I'd rather have the Visionary and the Mana Dork back. Are they just not gonna Supreme here? They should. It is super greedy to just continue to let me bleed you out. Jace. Okay. Interesting. I think they wanted Jace first before Supreme. Okay. I guess if you're gonna do that. This is a must force. I think this game was hurt by not having the Queen Ranger in our deck. It's like to unlock our mana. It's also very awkward that they had the Supreme Verdict here. I don't think I've played against like a band control deck in a while, but a little bit awkward. Like usually they don't play sweepers because it's kind of bad against blue red. Like 4 mana just to kill a Murktide doesn't feel great. I think. Yeah, for sure. Like I don't know. Sometimes people get away with like bad deck building, but I'm sure they did it for a reason. What is going on? That's 2 Wasteland in your Bant deck? What can you do? I think here have. We know the one card is Supreme Verdict. I think we have to hit a land drop. What? What's going on? That just doesn't seem right to me, but because that's their way to protect Jace, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't understand that foul at all. Like, I'm not progressing my board unless they just want to time up my mana. But I guess the logic is Earl can protect the Jace, or like they're just trying to run away with the game with Earl. I don't know. Seems kind of medium, to be honest. Oh, they're just trying to tempo me out. Okay, that's what's happening. I think we're already pretty dead here. I think the line now is we just flood the board and hope it's good enough for natural order, right? It is. I just feel like that's probably not the best play at all. It's like okay, right? I feel like if you want to play tempo, maybe Delver is what you should be playing. Like I feel like I keep. I personally think you keep Supreme Verdict and Force in hand there, but that's me. I think we need the mana. Ugh, we're gonna go down a game to Bant control. Kind of embarrassing to be honest. Should not be losing this matchup. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. In electable 19, I would also agree. Like because Jace is on the board, I have to, as the opponent have to commit to the board and at least run out the Supreme Verdict. Like oh my god, just like I'm getting templed out, which is kind of crazy, but that's what's happening. I'd have to review how this game. Like I don't know how we fell behind the way we did. I think it might have been the Jace when we like main phase killed our endurance and then bounce. That probably was how we fell behind, right? Jason to sweep. Yeah, for sure. I think now we play that, and then this. I don't know. Maybe they force. Maybe they don't. It does. It does. Answer key game. That's true. I don't think that's why we lost. I think it's the problem is they had Supreme Vert and that made us play awkwardly. In my opinion, that's why we lost this game. They had a decent amount of removal too, but that's the removal's not why. It's the fact that they had Supreme Verdict and we had to play awkwardly as a result. I think we take the chance. Like we're so far behind, we have to take chances now. Oh my god. Yeah. Also, we got wasted multiple times. Like, usually this is like kind of greedy. I think I don't know. Like, but feels like their mana base is greedy, but I could be wrong. I see some of these four color decks. Like, I just don't know how their mana functions, but it's neither here nor there. I'm like, pains me to run even two colors here, but I think we kind of have to. All right. I think cut the agent, cut the oof. Yeah, I think definitely it's three, but still, all right. There is argument for Caracas. I feel like that's probably not the kind of game we want to play. We have Bog already. I think that's more than adequate. Um, I think that's reasonable. I don't think the Chalice is great in this match. Sure. Yeah, I don't know about that bookish, Matt. I feel like three is probably already like if I were building Maverick with Wastelands, I'd probably play the third color is probably like one land maybe for the grist, and that's about it. I would probably build Abzan if I were building Maverick, and then I think you've heard me say already like uh probably four Fiend Artisan, and then I think white is probably the second strongest color. So maybe black just for grist and like I don't know opposition agent. That's about it. Yeah, I'm the opposite of greedy. If anything, a little bit too conservative. If anything, I know good buddy of mine, Levi. Shout out to him, Leviathan 102. He has joked, oh, if that's Newton's mana base, you know you can definitely add more to it to spice it up. All right. This is kind of a big thing. It's important to main phase your fetch so that you play around top deck Swords to Plowshares. Right? Because otherwise, if you fetch on their turn, then they plow in response and you don't have a cradle, and that's game losing, right? Also, it's important to fetch the opposite land of what you have already. The reason being is it keeps all the permutations alive. Notably, our Bayou is in our hands, so technically we can't go double Bayou here, but there's really no reason to double Bayou anyways. You'd want probably. Leaving fetch wasteland up. Interesting. I think we grow the reclaimer here, in case it matters. Where's the snow covered? I could. I just think with all these land drops, it might not be worth it. Let's see what they do here. Play around wasteland. Hey, thank Pierre Gosha. I actually play other decks, just not online is all. I used to play a lot of decks on paper before the pandemic. Sure. Um, I think we are gonna run away with this game now. I'm gonna bash her first. Actually, oh shoot, I messed up. We can't do what I want to do because we actually don't have another fetchable. That's super awkward. That's actually not a bad draw. I think I'm gonna do that now. I don't like. They haven't played any removal yet. I don't like running Arbor into potential STP is the only thing. I think we fetch Arbor here. If they want to waste, they can. Otherwise, it's dead anyways. Actually, we could have just played Bayou. What am I doing? That's okay. If they waste that, then we can still get a whatever anyways. There's really no need to commit further to the board because we're already ahead. I'm not attacking because they could have endurance in theory. They supreme here. I don't think we care. Oh, we care a little bit, I guess. If it definitely feels like they have supreme in their hand. That's why they haven't done anything. So possible we should have played the Bayou out instead of the Arbor, but I think it's not a big deal either way. I think they're gonna supreme here. No, never mind. Jace. All right, so I think they realize they're just too far behind, and supreme here just doesn't really do much, right? Let's see what they do. Looks like a swords on that. That's smart. Yeah, Supreme will kill them also with the grist ticking out. I think here. There's really no need to do anything yet. I'm gonna go kill Jace. Plus. And I don't. I'm trying to think. We don't. I don't think we need to commit more to the board. I'm gonna leave the Reclaimer up, and then play the Lair of the Hydra and pass. That way we protect the Arbor from the Supreme Burn. No, I like leaving the Reclaimer up. This could be. I'm gonna hedge a little bit here. If they Supreme here, that's a lot of damage. I'm gonna hedge though, so we don't get like lose everything. Two wastes. That's not good. Maybe they hit the lair. I don't know. That's pretty damn good. One, two, three. I think we go for the win here. Yes, we can hoof here. They're getting Euro here, which is annoying. I think that's what they're gonna do. And they can, I guess, maybe even Euro next turn too. The Wasteland of the 3-color deck. Just ultimate greed. We have the Bayou. This fetch is actually dead. One, two, three, four, five. Another Earl. Oh my god, really? That's good. Now it's easy mode. Oop. Almost messed up. Almost misclicked. We were saving that for a while. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be back. I think those games are the ones where we potentially miss Hoof a little bit. I don't think we want Caracas. I feel like we just deal with the Earl naturally. Imagine if that was this, right? Like it feels really bad right now. It sucks to lose game one. Those are the matches where you miss glimpse a little bit because it can get drawn out a little bit. But I feel like we should be favored in most cases, anyways. It would be a big letdown to lose this match. Probably swords or something. Maybe prismatic ending. Field of the Dead. Maybe they forced the engagement. I don't know. Are we still anti-queer even with Landlord? I think I was playing it, but then I added another land, right? I added the layer of the Hydra, which was kind of relevant in the last match. The good thing is you always have something to do. Is why I like it. It's just like we all sorry with another land is what I mean. Maybe they kill the Reclaimer. I don't know. I think it's a prismatic ending on the Reclaimer. That is an excellent draw. And they've used 2 prismatic ending already. Yeah. What we want them to do here is just like waste the cradle. We're actually flooded. And if they don't, we start bashing for a lot. So they kind of have to. Or they can just, I guess, kill the Shepherd, but it. Sure. 2 mana, draw 2, I guess. Is what they're up to. Ooh, that's a card I would have wanted to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I should have attacked with the insect. I just missed it. Couldn't matter. Earl? Yeah. They don't have a sweeper because that's why they use the prismatic ending on the. Gaining things I want to see. Earl plus Loam is problematic though. Like they can continue to do it is the problem. Oh yeah, I should have done that. That was a mistake. I think we probably lost. The problem is we hit the field right now. I could. I don't want to win like that though. We flooded out is part of the problem, right? I think we lost. Cannot believe I'm losing to this. That would be good. But we need the natural order. Shoot. I think we hold the shepherd in hand. It does us no good right now. We're just trying to. Hopefully, we have green sun or natural order coming. I do not think we should be losing this game. The problem is we lost game one, right? And we kind of flooded out a little bit. We could stall them out, but like, again, this feels a little dirty. Ideally, I just clean cut win with natural order next, right? Mm. They'll start attacking soon too. Sure. So they bash here. We can't deal with the Earl. Um, we can block one and sack and do that, I guess. And then we can Green Sun here for endurance. To finally deal with the Earl that's killing us. Oh my god. They even have the dress down. Yeah. I would have to I have to look at the replay again. Like Cannot believe we lost 2 games to this matchup, which is, in my opinion, close to like a bye. Oh, F6. I must have misplaced somewhere. I do not feel I'm supposed to lose 2 games to this in this matchup. I know game 1 we got a little bit unlucky when we got tempoed out. I like just does not seem like the correct play from our opponent. But still. Do not think I'm supposed to lose this matchup. And they're not gonna time out. The 2 minutes is a lot. When they have field. Oh, Jesus. One short. So we're dead here. I'll just concede. Let's take a look at the replay. I would like to know where things went wrong. The first game, I kind of know we got tempoed out, and then I don't think I'm supposed to lose this game here. Like, the opening hand is, like, reasonable, too. Actually, okay, that's where the misplay, I think, is. I'm, like, thinking they could have Teferi. I don't think, because I see field. I don't know if they have Teferi or not, but I think the play here is, because I'm flooded already, I probably just green sun for 1 here, right? Like, that's probably the game losing play. Actually, it even worked out okay, right? Like, our ramp actually got us a Gris. So let's see. They loam. That not attacking with the insect doesn't really matter there, I don't think. Although it hurt us to draw another land when we're flooding out. Ugh. We're flooding out of epic proportions here. So yeah, I would say that's probably what cost the game, the flooding out. I think by this point they've ramped already a lot, and we just have no pressure, right? Like, unfortunately, yeah, I think we needed to. I think we needed to draw either Green Sun or Natural Order like within the first few turns, and we didn't, and we just drew more lands. Here, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, here the Green Sun is too late, right? Not to mention dress down. Like, normally we can play around it, but in this case we're behind, so it's like time walk, right? All right. Not great. I think we just finished the match. Let's see, who should we raid? Anybody have any questions? Actually, I'll bring up a list. Uh, I think our list was fine. We lost the 5-0 match again in the first league, and then we went 3-2 here. Probably should have been 4-1. We punted against the painter player. I think the list was fine. Well, I think the big takeaway was the Chalice was very good against blue red, and I like that a lot. Obviously, Mindbreak Trap is to deal with the Storm players as well. Like, and maybe I think about this matchup that we just lost, but I think we were more on hit the wrong side of variance than anything else. Um, the Snuff Out I think was good. I think the Seizes are good. I think I like 4 Endurances against these Euro decks. And I believe the way we boarded was fine. It just didn't work out. Let's see how game one played out. Oh, game one was because of the Supreme verdict. So just a little bit awkward all around. Um, let's take a look. I think the only thing I don't think I would really change anything, right? Like, I think if you feel safe with Chalice against like combo, maybe cut the Mindbreak Trap for I don't know a second Grist or something against Control. But we had the Grist, it just died, right? And we flooded out more than anything else. Um, I think it's entirely. I think we played fine. It's just we drew a little bit too many lines there. Anybody have any questions? I think. Yeah, I think we got a little bit unlucky more than anything else. Let's go ahead and raid. Do you feel this list devalues Cradle? What do you mean by that? A wall Wally. I think if anything, one of the reasons why we can play Artisan compared to other decks, there's two reasons I think. One, mana dorks. This ramps out the Artisan, and two, we can actually realistically Artisan for 3, which is like the magic number for Endurance or Grist, right? Like Endurance against Delver, Grist against pretty much anything else. Um, Also, I don't know if you saw Matt's Olay's tweet. He 5 0 with a like Golgari, zombie-ish, like Stitcher supplier with 4 Kratos and 4 Artisan. I think it's like really good, personally. Artisan with Cradle. Also, you don't have. Also, you don't have the deck building restrictions that you do with Glimpse of Nature, right? Like you don't have to play like Heritage Druid, which is like generally an awful card. Birch Lore is okay, but I've been able to Green Sun for Collector Oof more because I have Torn Dork, and then turn to like Collector Oof as a result. I think that is like one of the benefits of this list, right? You just gotta play better cards overall. Glimpse of Nature, like definitely high ceiling. The problem is the floor is kind of low, and I think Artisan personally is better. I'm not sure Glimpse would have really changed anything in that game 3, right, or even game 1. Um, One thing though is we did miss the Queen Ranger at one point, but I think that was more an anomaly than anything else. Like, I think hitting land drops is already important. I think the game 2 was like pretty indicative of how things usually go against these kind of blue control decks, and game 3 was more the aberration. Uh, Anybody have any other questions? I can see if you're struggling with control to play another Grist in the sideboard. I just don't think it's worth it. And we had Grist that game. We just lost with it because we flooded out. And they had the hand that happened to be good against our. Well, we flooded out, but like the ramp into, do your own shenanigans hand, right? To overwhelm our Grist instead of the removal hand, which would have been bad against us. I think with that said, let's see who we can raid. I guess we can raid Liz. Actually, we can raid the Ham TV. Actually, well, Gruel Mod. Okay, let's raid the Ham TV, I guess. Actually, also if you like my socials, here they are again. If you want to subscribe, and then we'll rate the ham TV. Oops. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Wish we could have closed at 5-0 in the first lead, but it lost the mirrors. I mean, such is life, right? All right. I wish everybody a good night and enjoy. Thoughts on fourth NO? I think it's reasonable. You want to play over the Visionary. I think it's reasonable.